Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am over the moon because I have received my order from Chanel. So I have ordered the new oversized blush bronzer from Les Beiges collection and 7 of the new eyeshadow, the mono eyeshadow. So let's review and swatch them right away. So for today, I'm just going to unbox and swatch and review each of the product. And in a later video, I will play, I think I want to play with them a little bit and just create a super great look that you guys can do at home. And I'll post that video a bit later. So to start with, so we have Les Beiges. This is the Healthy Glow Sun-Kissed powder. I picked up 2 shades. I picked up medium rose gold and medium coral. I felt that these 2 were the ones that really fit my skin tone the most. The light ones were quite light, and I think with summer coming, I do wear some sunless tan as well. That these were really the best fit for me. Obviously, if you have a darker skin tone, you would go for the deeper shades. And equally, if you're on the lighter side, you'd go for the lighter colors. So let's start with medium coral. I have to say though, the Les Beiges collection for summer is a bit small. I mean, it's only these Healthy Glow Sun-Kissed powder, whereas previously in the years before, you used to have a little bit more items in the collection. I just wonder why this year the collection is quite small, even though in winter we've had Les Beiges winter that was a sublime collection, so maybe that's why. Anywho, let's start with the Healthy Glow Sun-Kissed powder in medium coral. So this is the shade. How pretty. I mean, the packaging is stunning. This is a very big size, so it is good value. I don't know if I can say good value for money because they are quite expensive. This is £75, so just over what, close to $90. You do have 15 grams. So obviously this will last for a while, and knowing Chanel product, they are always very good quality, long lasting. It does have a small perfume, so it smells of the typical Chanel smell, which I really like. But just in case, if you're not a fan, at least you know. So you've got your golden, your kind of highlighter shimmer at the top, your bronzy shade, and this is more of a blush. So you can either swirl them and use them all together or use them separately. Really up to you on how you want to use this palette. So this is the medium coral, and then moving to medium rose gold. Also to note, these ones don't come in the velvet pouch that every product usually come in with. Maybe they've decided to save a little bit on the environment and not send a velvet pouch. But yeah, so it's literally just the plastic case. And this is the medium rose gold. So you've got your highlighter at the top, your bronzing shade, and your blush. So again, same idea. You can swirl into the pan and use the 3 shades together, or you can use them separately. If I come and put them side by side so you can see the difference, this is your coral and this is the rose gold, and they're both in the medium shade. So you can really see the difference now that they're side by side. The highlighter shade on the gold is literally gold, whereas in the coral one is much lighter. The bronzy shade in the coral pan is a bit darker. The undertones seem to be pretty much the same. And on the medium coral, obviously your blush here is the coral shade, whereas in the gold, rose gold, you've got a proper pink blush. So these are the two different pan that I've picked up. So I would assume that most of you guys will only choose one oversized powder because obviously the price point is quite punchy. So let's see, let's start. We're gonna swatch them. Even though the packaging is so gorgeous, I really feel I never like that first, like I'm super excited to try them, but I never really want to touch them, if that makes any sense. There's no way I'm the only one. So let's start with this one. This is medium rose gold. We're gonna go with the highlighter first. Quite light. It's not drying at all. So this is the highlighter shade. It's gorgeous. Very, very nice. Obviously, it's not gonna be as dark on your skin because I've put a lot here so you guys can see. Then the bronzer. Completely matte on the bronzer. There's no shimmer into it. Very nice undertone. This is gorgeous. It really just warms up the skin. And on the pink, there is a little fine shimmer, but not enough to say that it is shimmery. It just adds a little healthy look. So these are your three shades that you'll have in the pan. That's your highlighter, that's your bronzer, and that is your blush. So again, up to you if you want to use them separately or together, swirl into the pan. I will most likely use I don't know what I will be doing. I'm gonna have to play with them to see what's the best formula. Now let's swatch the medium coral palette. So you've got your highlighter, your bronzer, and your blush. I will place them just down here on my arm so you guys can see and compare. So let's go with the highlighter first. Oh, very, very light. Very, very light. It's a proper highlighter. If I come closer, it just really gives a little sheen. It's very sheer. There is a little bit of a sparkle, but it is very subtle. Yeah, it's not showing much. I think this one will be really nice if you just swirl all the shade probably together. Let's go with the bronzer. Oh, the bronzer is gorgeous. Darker than the one in the rose gold palette. And this one is more of a completely matte palette. And then the coral shade. Gorgeous. This is beautiful. Add some more. So depending on your skin tone and what you're looking for, I think the rose gold is probably more on the everyday wear, and definitely the rose gold is made for warm and neutral, and this is cool and neutral. I think you can always make them work for, even if you have a cool skin tone, you can make this one work. But it really just depends on what you need, what's your preference. I'm quite curious, guys, to hear what you think, which one you think is the best, which one you think works for you. I think for me equally, but I can make them work because I've got a very neutral skin tone, so I'm kind of in the middle, where if I get a little bit more tan, the rose gold would be really nice. The medium coral will work pretty much all year around as well. Yeah, I think there's a lot to do with these palettes because you can use them as blush, highlighter, bronzer all together. You can use them as eyeshadow as well. There's no limit per se. You could use the blush, mix it with a gloss, and just change the color of your gloss if it's a clear gloss. So it's a bit pricey, but I think there's a lot to do with them. Obviously, the quality, it's there. It's Chanel, so you're not gonna be disappointed. It's probably long lasting as well. I like the pigment. It's quite, you see the colors, so which is really nice because Les Beiges collection are a little bit more by definition, quite light, quite just a sheer of color. So for me, this is really good. This is really exciting. But again, it just depends on what you're in the mood or in the look for. But I'm really happy with these, I have to say. And I like how they're not dry. They're but more, it's a powder, but they feel a little bit more creamy. Now onto the eyeshadows. I picked up 7 of the new 13 shades. And I ordered online, so I literally had to choose from whatever I could see. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna go and pick up some more. But I'm really excited because it's cool. It's really nice that the mono shade, the single shade are back. It just gives you that you can mix them together, whereas in a palette you're stuck with whatever is in the palette. So I think this is pretty cool. So I picked up some matte, some metallic, and some satin finish. And I also went ahead and picked up one of the newest mascara. This is the Rouge Allure, and it's shade Orange Bruni. So it's kind of a brown, dark brown, orangey brown. I haven't tried it yet, but look at the color, guys. How cool is this? I'm really looking forward to try this. So obviously not now because I have a lot of mascara already and I don't think we're gonna see much. But in the next video, I will create a look where I'm using this mascara. So let's start with the matte finish. So I picked up 3 matte, 2 satin, and 2 metallic. So let's start with the matte. First shade is 242 Beige Suede. This one comes with a little velvet pouch. And they have decided to include the little brush, but has 3 different brushes. It usually comes just with this one. Now this, I mean, they are extremely small. They feel really nice. It's very soft, but I don't see, I mean, it's nice if you're on the go, but on a day-to-day basis, I really doubt that you're going to be using them so much. So this is shade Beige Suede. So it's a matte finish. This is a proper everyday wear. That could be a really nice base color. This is gorgeous. It really just, it's close to your skin tone. Look at this. This is really nice. This is a basic shade to have. If you don't have any shade like that in your collection, go for it. You're not going to be disappointed. You'll be using this almost every day. You can create just a basic look with a really nice eyeliner, black liquid eyeliner, a pop of lipstick, blush, and off you go. You're ready. It's very chic. It's very classic. If you like that kind of old money look, that's a really nice shade to have in your collection. So then moving on to 244 Rouge Cuir, another matte shade, because we're doing just the matte for now. So same principle, they all come in that little velvet pouch with the 3 brushes. So this one is kind of, it's a red, it's a matte red that you could obviously pair with the Cuir Suede. the beige one, Beige Suede, sorry, or just top it up with some shimmer. It is quite pigmented, but it's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful, especially on blue eyes, green eyes. It's gonna make them pop. Even if you have brown eyes, it's gonna be looking good, but you're maybe not gonna have that same pop of color depending on what's the undertone in your brown eyes. But it's really pigmented, and you see it's not patchy, it just glides onto the skin. That's a really nice shade. I like this collection because they really went far from what we're used to see from Chanel, that is a little bit more just a sheer of color, just more conservative, if I can dare to say. So I'm quite happy to see shades that are not usually what you would expect from Chanel. I also picked up the lilac. This is shade Lilas Poudre, so lilac, powdery lilac. How beautiful is this? So let's go in the pan and on the arm. It's beautiful. So you can build up all those shades and make them really punchy, or just add a flush of color. This is beautiful. That's absolutely stunning. You can create so many looks with these shades, and they are matte, but they're still quite luminous. They're not muddy. They feel really nice on the skin as well. So these are the matte shades. Let's continue with the satin finish shade. So we have Brun Talpa, so satin finish. They are all multi-use and long wear eyeshadow multi-use. You can use them. They're not necessarily just limited to be eyeshadows, which is quite interesting. I quite like the idea. Depending on the shades, you can use them for many other things. So this one again is 236 Brun Talpa. How gorgeous. This is beautiful. Oh, it just really shines. It says it's a satin finish. So let's put it on my arm. I'm gonna try and just keep all the shade here so we can see all of them. Oh, that is beautiful. That is stunning. There was two other like this. I can't remember quite the names. But I might end up picking more shades because the collection is honestly, I'm really, really happy, and I cannot wait to play with all the shades. The other satin finish that I picked up, this one is an eye top coat, so it's not quite an eyeshadow. It's really meant to be used on the top of any eyeshadows that you have. It's the Blanc Perle. Wait until you see it. It's a bit of a highlighter. I think you could use it as a highlighter as well. It's got that iridescence into it. And I am pretty sure that once you apply it, it's going to change color. Yeah, see, it looks white, but actually there's a bit of a pink into it. Oh, stunning. This is stunning. It's white, but it's got that pearly iridescence to it. Yeah. This white pearl on top of the lilac, I think is going to be sublime. And the last two shades that I have are the metallic ones. I have 222 Jade Facette, so it's kind of the green one, Jade, like the stone, and it's a metallic shade. And I went for colors that I don't already have necessarily in my kit. I thought it was going to be darker, so it's not sheer, but equally it's not super punchy. That is really nice. It's not like a proper green where you're just having two spots of green eyes. It's got a really nice undertone. The undertone is your green. So if you go back into the palette, it looks quite green, but once it's on your arm, on your skin, it is very metallic-y. But it's not overwhelming. It's not necessarily super dark. So don't be afraid to play with those shades. And the last one that I have is Ble D'or Antique 224. So last metallic. So it's a bit of your gold shade. So obviously it says Blanc d'Or, so R for gold or yellowish. Oh, wow. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, that's a proper gold shade. So these are the 7 shades. So you've got your 3 mattes, 2 satin, and 2 metallic. Let me know, guys, which one is your favorite. I cannot tell which one is my favorite. I love all of them, and now I regret not picking up all the other shades. I sense a new order coming my way pretty soon because you can create so many looks with them. I mean, they are long lasting, they are long wear, they are very unique shades. I'm really happy and excited. So I was a bit disappointed that Les Beiges collection was about just those sun-kissed bronzer oversized powder, but equally to have all those new eyeshadows and the mascara. So in the mascara you've got a purple, you've got a red, and you've got the brown. Purple is quite interesting. If you have a very light fair skin tone, I reckon that would be really nice and good looking. But yeah, let me know, guys, what you think. I will put down in the description all the shades shown here, so starting from 1 to 7. I'll make sure to have them in the description, and everything that I am wearing as well today will be put down in the description below. Let me know in the comments what you think, which one is your favorite, which one you think you are going to pick up, or if you're going to pass, and let me know why. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please do so. We're growing the family here, and I'm super thrilled to see you guys showing up every week and commenting and engaging. You can also follow me on Instagram, and a big thanks for watching.